Hey, remember when I said that I was going to tell you guys about stories of my life? Yeah? Well, I haven't made one in a while, I guess, and that's what I could be talking about over lots of gameplays because I have lots of gameplays and I feel like talking because I talk a lot. So, there was this one time when I was 16 and I was dating somebody at the time, and everyone, which was like our group of friends, I guess, was going to his house to watch a movie, and I was like, oh my god, yes, I want to come. And it was 9 o'clock on a Saturday, and I told my parents, hey, I'm going to go, because usually I don't need their approval, because they trust me and they're really chill. I have really chill parents. I mean, they weren't like that all the time, but growing up, I guess I taught them a few things and they taught me a few things, so that's how it should work. Well, my dad, before he moved to China, he was like, no, you can't go. Like, while I was walking out the door, I was dressed already, and I was like, what? Like, why not? And he was like, because it's late. And I was like, it's 9. And he kind of was just, like, mad about it. So I was like, fine, I won't go. So they left without me, and I went to my room, and I just sat there. And I was kind of mad, but, like, I didn't do anything about it. I just sat in my room, and my dad came in, and he was, like, nagging me, and I don't know if maybe some of you guys have some Chinese parents, I don't know, but my dad, you know how like they poke your head and go, what's wrong with you? You trying to die or something? And they say some like weird phrases, I guess. Well, that's just Asian parents, I guess. They're really, yeah, I don't know. They're into that. And so he was like poking my head and was like nagging me at the same time, and I was like, stop doing that. And I was getting pissed off because nobody likes it when somebody's like pushing you at any part of your body, like what the fuck, especially your head. And it's just like, ugh. So I got pissed, and then I was like, yeah, I was like, if you don't stop, I'm gonna fucking punch you. And then he said, you hit me, and then he goes, okay, and then we like started screaming at each other basically, and my mom also came in and was like poking at my head saying, you don't ever listen and this and that, and you always want to go out and blah 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 blah, typical teenager stuff and parent arguments. And so they were both like picking on me, I guess I could say, and I got really pissed off. I started like hyperventilating. I was really mad and I was like angry, and so like my dad like kind of pushed me, not my head this time, it was like just me, he like just pushed me, and I got so mad I was about to throw a punch at him, and my sister was like holding me back. And actually one of my friends stayed with me because he was like, oh, if they're all gonna go and you can't go, it's okay, I'll just hang out with you. And I was like, oh, that's very nice. He was like my best friend at that time. And like he was witnessing everything, and my sister was holding me back, and my mom was like stopping my dad, and I was super mad, hyperventilating. So I walked to my window and I punched it really hard, and I broke it. I didn't notice that, like, I got cut on my right hand. I have a scar there now. I wish I could show you a picture of it, but I don't have the picture anymore. But I don't know, maybe I'll throw in a picture, like I'll take one right now and show you guys. But I punched the window, and it was really bad because my uncle had to come up, and he was like, Kelly, stop, and he's like, let me look at your hand, and he like bandaged it. And when you're hyperventilating, you got tears all over the place, and I kind of stared at my hand, and since I need glasses, I can't really see that well, but like it was blurry, and I thought my bone came out, like it was, that when it looks like when your shin pops out your leg or something, it looked like that, and I was like, what the fuck, like I didn't feel it. All that adrenaline was just like pumping, and so I didn't feel shit. So after that, my dad basically just sat on the couch watching TV while I was so pissed off, like crying, and like I wanted to scream and shit. So we went to the hospital, and I waited like 4 hours to get stitches. And oh man, oh my god, that was my first time getting stitches ever. And the lady, she was like, okay, I'm going to try like washing it without anesthetics, and let's see how it feels. Like obviously it's gonna fucking hurt like shit, but I was like, okay. And so she like sprayed my hand with like a fucking high ass pressure, like a hose or mini hose or something. It was like so painful. I was like, okay, I need the anesthetics. So she gave me 7 to 9 shots around my hand, my right hand, like near my pinky, like right there where you would punch somebody, like near the knuckles. And she did that, and they did like stuff like, oh yeah, scanning and seeing if I had any glass in there, if I cut any tendons and all that crap. And the stitches, like, it was weird feeling, like I could feel her pulling the string, but like it didn't hurt because of the anesthetics. My hand was numb. And so after that day, like when I went home, like I did not even want to like see my dad or talk to him or anything, and it was bad because we like avoided each other for 3 days and we didn't talk, we didn't see each other. Like it was just perfect timing, like he was working and I avoided him, went out. And after that day, I can honestly say that was when my parents stopped like hitting me and my sister. Like Asian parents hit their kids. I was hit all the time by like fucking broomsticks, like the dusting things, like the feather dusters, I guess, like the back. Oh my god, that shit hurt. So I've been hit ever since like I was young till I was 16. They didn't hit me when I was 16, but like they would push me and stuff and like say mean things and all that stuff. And I guess me punching a window taught them something, and I've obviously also learned to like respect my parents and all that, and to not push their buttons. So we have a better relationship now. And after that, he actually came in my room and said sorry, and I was like, what the hell? Like I've never heard my dad apologize to me or even say like he loves me or all that shit. We've never like really, like we never really hugged, but they were kind of like small hugs, I guess. But that was crazy. Like that was one of the most memorable things of my life, I guess, and I just want to share that. And so my dad's currently off in China, and I really miss him. He's been there for 3 years now. He's working because the economy fell in 2008, so he was hopefully looking for a job over there, and he does farming and stuff, and it's cool. It's what he wants to do, but like my family gives him a lot of shit for it, saying, oh, your daughters are like in college, so why the hell are you going all the way out there? Like it doesn't make sense because he's actually using a lot more money than he's making. So my mom's pretty stressed out, and my sister actually had to work 2 jobs to help my mom out. And that's why I try my best to stay positive here and like do what I enjoy doing, but at the same time not like use my money on like stupid things. There are stupid things in the world that you could use your money on. And so I try my best to not to like do that. So I try to conserve. Anyways, I guess that should be it, and I hope that you guys love your parents, and even though you guys might fight with your parents sometimes, like yell at each other like crazy or like get into physical fights and stuff happens, that stuff only makes you guys have a better relationship. I mean, most of the time it does, because you just feel so horrible about it, and you're like, man, wish that never happened. But you guys are like, you talk about it, you apologize, and you remember it. It sticks with you, and you never want something like that to ever happen again. So it's okay to have stuff like bad stuff happen between your family and you and all that stuff, because it just makes you guys all the much stronger and builds a better relationship. So arguments are okay, but if you argue every effing day of the week, then that's not good, and something needs to be done about that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed whatever gameplay I had, and I hope you guys enjoyed my story. Bye!